Hello and welcome back to Questionable Scale Modeling. And I had started this NuNu slash BMAX BMW M3 E30 kit, and I had really intended on it being my next project, and it is unfortunately stalled out. And let's find out why. So here is my mock-up with the chassis in place. I haven't done anything to uh, the body other than I thinned out the inner wheel wells, and so on the suspension, well, you can see the how the wheels are tucked in there. I had to do a little bit of work to get that done. Right now it's just mock-up, so it's not final yet. But let me get this apart and I'll show you a couple of things. Okay, so uh, let's just take the wheels off. Nice and easy. All right, so I actually went in on um, the brake disc where where it mounts up to the suspension, and I actually removed some material to narrow the wheels into the body, get them tucked in better. And after doing all this, it was pointed out that these wheels, which I already knew this, but the wheels are not right. These are 5-lug wheels, and this particular car should have center locking wheels. So I went online and found the correct ones, and now I've got to wait for those to come in. These wheels, they're pretty close. I could have made them work. The tires, I actually shaved the tread off the tires. I don't know if you can see that or not, but I turned treaded tires into slicks using my belt sander. So there is some tread on the edges a little bit, but it's not bad. So anyway, I also have uh, some work to do on the engine part because I bought an aftermarket engine kit for this out of Ukraine from USCP, and that should be here mid-March. But the wheels, I went to order those from Spot Model, and originally I thought it said it was in stock, but then I got an email yesterday saying those aren't going to be here till mid-March. So I'm kind of stuck. I can't really do anything with the chassis because I have to modify the plate for a real engine. I could paint the body, but I really don't want to mess with that until I figure out what all I have to do for the engine as well on that. So for now, I'm just going to put it back in the box, and we will revisit this in March. So I have a couple of videos that I'm going to play. One is how I took material off of the brake discs. My method of that, it was pretty simple. And also on the interior, I've got the roll cage assembled and ready to go. We can lift it off here. And I borrowed a method from my friend Lucas C. And what him and I do is we use the the interior tub as a jig to keep everything in place while you're gluing it. it works out really well. The only downside to it is you have to make sure you can fit the seat and the dash in after this is assembled. But I have not had any problems with that yet. And this one looks like it's going to be pretty easy too. So with that, I'm going to play those two clips and then we will revisit this in about a month. Talk to you later. Thank you for watching. Okay, so we're on location in my garage. We have to make some adjustments to the brake discs on the kit because I want to tuck my wheels in a little bit further, and there's enough material to take off, and it's about 1.5 millimeters or so. It might be actually a little less. So basically, this is the brake disc, and it's just mounted to a chuck for my Dremel. And I have a X-Acto blade here. And all I'm going to do is, while it's spinning, I'm going to use my X-Acto blade to shave it nice and flush. So let's get this done. It's just that easy. So now we'll take it off. And I did a micrometer on this. I put a micrometer on this, and the last one I did, I shortened, or I narrowed it by exactly 1.2 millimeters. And I will go over the mock-up and the before and after mock-up and show you what the difference was. So with that, we'll cut to back inside. Thank you. Okay, so we are back. I got my chassis stuff done. We will take a look at that in a little bit. But first, I'm going to build my roll cage. And I'm taking this technique that I use from Lucas C. Back in there in the Lucas C. Hobby Headquarters Facebook group and his videos. He did a video years ago on using the interior tub as a jig to glue your roll cage together. So we're going to grab some Tamiya glue and our pieces, which I've already sanded all the mold lines off. And we're going to put the side pieces in place first. Just like that. Now we're going to do this back piece first. And on this car, there's a little hole right here that another piece needs to attach to. So this can be a very fiddly process. Just saying. I don't know if you can see that on camera, but there's a little tiny spider right there crawling across my cutting mat. Kind of an odd place for a spider. And he's dead now. And I just knocked everything loose. I was just about to glue that stuff down. Okay. Let's try this again. Come on, get in me. Um, let's make sure everything's in position. Looks good. Oops, that one moved. Okay. Just going to put a little bit of glue on the joints. Trying to be very careful not to get any glue where the where it's connected to the actual interior tub, because we do not want it glued to the interior tub yet. We're just going to kind of squeeze it together. Now next we're going to add this one. Nope. Where's the other one at? Come on. I need to clean my desk, obviously, because I'm missing. Oh, it's on the floor. Okay. God. Actually, yeah. No, kind of see how that's gonna fit there. Okay, I think we'll put this top one on first. Oops, tweezers. Get that back up. That back in place. I'm using Tamiya fast drying glue, but I also want it to be slow enough that we can make adjustments. It's fast, but it's not that fast. I'm gonna try to put this in position. Like I said, I like to do this live so you can see what kind of crap I'm going through on some of this stuff. And it's not always easy, but it's not too bad. A little glue there, and a little glue there. Now, a concerned modeler might be asking, okay, this is all fine and dandy, but how do I get the seat in here? Well, that would be a really good question. And that is something that I have learned to deal with in every situation a little differently, but I've never had I've never had a model so far that I couldn't get the seat in afterwards. So, and has it been easy every time? Heck no. Sometimes it's really hard to get that seat in there once you've done this. However, having said that, the easiest thing to do is to mount your seat before you put the roll cage in. I mean, that's almost a given. Get back in there. Yes, piece that does not want to stay. Okay, that should be good. Now this piece is going to be a little difficult because it's inside the rest of it. which is already attached. But what I might do, I was thinking about taking out and then mounting it, but I think I'm just going to snake it in like this and hope for the best. I'm sure I'm going to drop it a few times while I'm doing this. Okay, let's try something else. Oh, I got one piece. Oh, that did not work. Okay, let's try something else. Well, one good thing about the fast drying Tamiya is, wait a minute. Oh, and put that there. That one on there. In there. Well, you definitely wouldn't want to do this after drinking a bunch of coffee. What was that connected? Oh, it's connecting there. There. Got it in position finally. And then we can glue it in place. Stick it back in the chassis or the interior tub. Make sure all the pins are down. And we're just going to let it sit and dry, just like that. In other words, we're going to leave it alone once I kind of press fit some stuff. Make sure everything's good. There. And that's how that I do a roll cage assembly. So we'll be right back